Okay, so on this channel we've covered a lot of iconic characters from film, TV and video games popping up in obscure and unexpected places, as I strive to bring to light interesting bits of media that many viewers may not be aware of. Combine this with the ever-growing controversy regarding the voice of a certain amphibian, and this is a topic I just had to cover from the moment I became aware of it. The Masked Singer is a TV series which is kinda like the X Factor or Britain's Got Talent, with a twist that the contestants are actually celebrities dressed in elaborate costumes. The judges have to vote for their favourite as well as guess who could be behind the mask. When a contestant is voted out, the singer beneath the costume is revealed, so you can imagine the shock from audiences when the snail turned out to be
Kermit the Frog! It is Kermit the Frog!
Such reactions came in the form of joy for some, but for others the concept of a felt frog being passed off as a celebrity was difficult to comprehend.
A fake snail was a fake frog. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
This has got to be one of my favourite of all the reactions, as this dad, who was avidly trying to guess the identity of the snail, felt cheated by the fact that it turned out to be, as he puts it, a fake frog.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Who did you want it to be?
Not a fake frog!
You can find the original audio recording at Pajama Pancakes on Twitter. Speaking of which, I've recently started a Twitter account for this channel, so if you're enjoying the content and have Twitter, feel free to give me a follow at someboyonlineyt. The irony I find here is that the show relies on audience members being able to recognise someone via their singing voice, and as you may be aware, Kermit was recently recast, and there's been a lot of backlash that his new voice sounds nothing like Kermit. For the full story, check out my Muppets playlist where you can catch up on all the previous videos that explain this in detail. Nonetheless, it would seem that the line "fake frog" in this instance has some merit after all. But there's more. Turns out the fake frog inside the fake snail is being watched by a fake crowd. Yep, it's noted in a disclaimer at the end that due to the pandemic, there could be no actual crowd. But rather than showing the audience on screens and whatnot, like some other shows, here they've taken archive footage of the crowd reacting to other things, which is somewhat disconcerting as it means the studio is in fact empty, with the only sound coming from the people talking. The craziest part though is that it refers to virtual shots, and after checking back over the clip, I realised that the wide shots of the studio straight up have a CGI audience. Not even joking, the people here are literally animated. You can tell by their dodgy movements if you look close enough. But yeah, that's just a tad weird, isn't it? Makes you wonder if a real audience's reaction would differ when Kermit opens his mouth.
I am never going to hear the end of this from Miss Piggy.
So yeah, Matt Vogel is performing Kermit here, and I was actually almost convinced that this was Kermit when he says his first line.
Hi there, how you guys doing?
But from the moment he starts constructing full sentences, it returns to the familiar, overly deep, muted voice that we've come to expect from Vogel's Kermit.
Well, you know what? I have had just a great time being here, so it's really been a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Which actually kind of sounds like Doug from Up.
My name is Doug. I have just met you, and I love you.
Some people say, oh, he's adjusting, give him time. But I'm going to be blunt here, it's been about 4 years since he started, and there is no change. There never will be because he simply doesn't have the correct voice, no matter how hard it's stretched to sound similar. Sorry if that comes off as rather harsh, and once again this is not aimed at Matt Vogel himself, but more the higher-ups who approved this casting, which already has and will continue to damage the public recognition of the Muppets brand. Anyway, if you've made it this far, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers, which is literally insane. The concept that people all around the world watch and enjoy the videos that I enjoy making is incredible. I don't have words, honestly. So if you want to become part of this amazing community that we've got going on here, leave a like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching.